Exercise 7.3, question number 1. Triangle ABC and DBC are two isosceles triangle. ABC and DBC are two isosceles triangle on the same base BC, and vertex A and D are on the same side of BC. Both vertices are on the same side of BC. If AD is extended to intersect BC, AD intersect BC at point P, so that option number first, triangle ABD congruence ACD. Second, triangle ABP congruence triangle ACP. Third, AP bisect angle A and angle D. AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. We want to prove these four things. Solution of first, we want to prove triangle ABD congruence triangle ACD, and we already know to prove two triangle congruence we must know three things which are equal in both triangle. So first we write in triangle ABD and triangle ACD. First thing, in triangle ABD and triangle ACD, only this triangle and this triangle. First thing we know which is equal is AB is equal to AC, which is given in question. ABC isosceles triangle, so these two sides of triangle are equal. Second thing, BD equal to CD. BD equal to CD. BDC is also isosceles triangle, so these two sides are also equal. These two things are common given. Third, AD is equal to AD. This is common side in both triangles. So we have three things. AB equal to AC. This is side. BD equal to CD. This is also side. AD equal to AD. This is also side. So we can write triangle ABD congruence triangle ACD. And by which rule congruence? These are three sides, so by side rules, congruence rule. First thing we prove. Now second thing, in triangle ABP and triangle ACP, in both triangle we see three things which are equal or same. In triangle ABP and triangle ACP, the first thing is AB equal to AC, which is given. Second thing, angle BAP is equal to angle CAP. This angle is equal to this angle. Why? Because in option number first we saw both triangle are congruent. If two triangle are congruent, we know these two triangle. If these two triangle are congruent, then all three sides of both triangle are equal, and all three angles are also equal. So these two angles are also equal. Angle BAP is equal to angle CAP by CPCT, corresponding part of congruence triangle. These two triangles are congruent, so angles are also equal. AP equal to AP. This is common side in these two triangles. So we have three things. First is side, angle and side. So we can write triangle ABP congruence triangle ACP by side angle side congruence. Option number third, triangle APB congruence ACP we know, so angle BAP equal to angle CAP by CPCT. So we can say angle A bisect by line AP. AP bisect this angle. Why? Because these two parts of this angle is equal. Complete angle A is equal. These two parts is equal. So AP bisect angle A. Now in triangle BPD and triangle CPD, we want to prove these two triangle congruence. First thing we know is BD equal to CD. Why? Because both triangle are isosceles. DP equal to DP. This is common side. And third, BP equal to CP. BP equal to CP. Why? In option number second we prove these two triangle are congruent. So these two sides are also equal. Because triangle APB congruence triangle ACP, so by CPCT BP equal to CP. So this is side, this is side, this is also side. So we can say triangle BPD congruence triangle CPD by side congruence rule. These two triangles are congruent, so we can say this angle and this angle are also equal. Why? Because both triangles are congruent, so all angles are also equal. So by CPCT, BPD equal to angle CDP. So we can say these two angles are equal. So AP line bisect this angle, AP bisect angle D. So we can write AP bisect angle D. Now option number 4. We want to prove AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. To prove this, we know angle BPA equal to angle CPA. This angle and this angle are equal. Why? Because both triangles are congruent and by CPCT both are equal. But angle BPA plus angle CPA equal 180 degree. This is straight line. So these two angles are linear pair, and we already know sum of linear pair is 180 degree linear pair. So sum of both angles is 180 degree because these two are linear pair. This is straight line. Sum of both angles is 180 degree, and by CPCT we know both angles are equal. Both angles are equal and sum of both angles is 180 degree. So measurement of both angles, angle BPA equal to 90 degree, angle CPA equal to 90 degree. Since BP equal to CP by CPCT, because both triangle is congruent and this is angle of 90 degree. Therefore we can say AP is perpendicular bisector of BC. Question number 5. ABC is an isosceles triangle with AP equal to AC. AB equal to AC. Draw AP perpendicular BC to show that angle B is equal to angle C. We want to prove angle B equal to angle C. First we prove these two triangles are congruent. In triangle ABP and triangle ACP, we must know three things which are equal. First thing is equal is AB equal to AC. Why? This is given in question. Both triangles are isosceles. ABC is isosceles, so these two sides are equal. Second thing, angle APB equal to angle APC, each 90 degree, because this is perpendicular. So value of both angle is 90 degree, and AP equal to AP. This is common. So we can say triangle ABP congruent triangle ACP, and by which rule? By RHS congruence rule. Both triangle are congruent. So we can say angle B equal to angle C by CPCT. Question number 1 of exercise 7.4. So that in a right angle triangle the hypotenuse is the longest side. We want to prove if we have right angle triangle and the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle is longest side. Let ABC is right angle triangle and angle B is of 90 degree. So BC is base, AB is perpendicular, and AC is hypotenuse. We want to prove AC is longest side. We already know angle sum property of triangle. Sum of all angle is 180 degree. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Put here value of B, angle A plus 90 degree plus angle C equal to 180 degree. Angle A plus C equal to 90 degree. Transpose in right side, 180 degree minus 90 degree is equal to 90 degree. So angle A plus angle C, sum of these two angles is 90 degree, and angle B is already of 90 degree. Angle B itself of 90 degree, and these two angles are, sum of these two angles is 90 degrees. So we can say this angle is greater than this angle, and this angle is greater than this angle. Angle B greater than angle A, and angle B greater than angle C. Why? Because angle B, value of angle B 90 degree, and angle A plus C equal to 90 degrees. So B greater than angle A, and angle B greater than angle C. And we know side opposite to greater angle is longer. Side opposite to greater angle is longer. Greater angle is angle B, and opposite side of angle B is AC, greater than angle A, opposite side of angle A, BC. AC greater than BC. Angle B, opposite side of angle B, AC, and opposite side of angle C, AB. AC greater than AB. AC is hypotenuse, and hypotenuse greater than both sides. So we can say that AC, hypotenuse is the longest side.